Okay, welcome to talktojosh.net. We're in this series where I talk about every possible loan type, and I want to just help you understand different loan programs and how they work. Today, we're talking about down payment assistance and what is down payment assistance and how does it work. It's free money. Yeah, I mean, really, it is. It's free money. There's ways for you to get free down payment assistance. Typically, down payment assistance comes with some caveats, some hooks, some pros and cons. I mean, it's not like somebody's out there giving you free money just because they love you or because they care about you. Sometimes there are housing grants that are out there to help you because uh, people owning their own homes is helpful to the economy. I want you to be very careful about knowing the rules and the program that you get involved in. I have programs that are down payment assistance that are full grants that just give you the money. You can refinance in 6 months and that grant is that grant's wiped away immediately. So you can keep the loan as long as you want to. You can keep making your payments. That down payment assistance, it goes into the system as a gift. And part of the thing that happens in a gift is the gift giver agrees that they're not asking for repayment. So I have programs that are gifts. There are housing grants available in most states. I live in North Carolina. I do most of my mortgages in North Carolina. I've got mortgage loan originators that work, in my team, in my downline kind of thing, all across the country. So I can help you with many states, but specifically in North Carolina is where I would maybe help you more directly, more hands-on. And in North Carolina, one of the programs that I do not offer is called the North Carolina Housing Grant. The North Carolina Housing Grant it's great for many instances. Just be aware that you can't do a North Carolina grant and then 6 months later refinance or sell without that money, that assistance coming back and you owing that money back. That's the downside of the North Carolina Housing Grant. Beautiful program. If you have to have it, you should use it. It's better for you to buy than to wait to buy, even if you have to use the North Carolina Housing Grant. There are also United States Department of HUD loans out there that look too good to be true, and they kind of are. They can come back and bite you when you go to refinance or sell. If you haven't lived there long enough, it typically runs about 9 years. If you haven't lived there long enough, you will owe that money, and it will, kind of sneak up on you. You might go to refinance and your lender not see it on your credit report because it's not reported to your credit. But once you get to the point where you're signing paperwork and your attorney is pulling those numbers out, it'll bite you. Okay, that's the bad thing. I just want you to be aware of it. I would recommend if you call me and say, Josh, I really need that North Carolina housing grant. I know you don't offer it. What should I do? I've got a friend. I'll call him. I'll connect you. I won't make a dime off of it. I'll just tell you how to do it, and I'll tell you a friend that will do it well, that will take care of you. He does a lot of these things here in these grants here in North Carolina. They're not a bad thing. You just need to be aware you got to live there so long. All right, so what is down payment assistance? It's a gift. It's different kind. There's different ways that it works. It's a grant. It usually gives you like 2% or 3.5%. If you can get by with 2%, you might get a little better rate. In other words, you can take a gift of 2%. You can bring 1.5% to the table. There are opportunities where you can get the full 3.5%. It's totally forgiven. The rate's just a little bit worse than that 2% rate. Getting seller concessions is typically advisable because just because you have this grant or this gift for the down payment doesn't mean you don't have to pay the closing costs. You still have the attorney fees and there are closing costs involved. We like to encourage you to get 6% seller concessions. And you say, Josh, that's a lot. It is. Sometimes they're asking, let me just give you an example. If they're asking $100,000 for the house and you offer them $106,000 and ask them to give you $6,000 in seller concessions, that's not exactly 6%, but it's enough. It works. and that math would work and it would fit into the rules and it would allow you to potentially buy a home without really bringing any money to the closing table. So seller concessions are usually involved to cover closing costs. The 620 is a minimum FICO. I'd love for you to be above 620 and the 640s. Shoot, I'm doing down payment assistance for people in the 700s. They just don't have the savings saved up. All right, this was a series about every loan type. I'm going to do another video that is going to be a program that I think is beautiful, awesome, vital for first-time home buyers. And then the next video is going to marry these two videos, down payment assistance and this program. And once we marry these two deals, you can be a first-time homeowner and you can buy a house in a smart way that sets you up for quick equity. So stay tuned. Follow me, like and subscribe. Keep listening, keep watching. I'm going to do everything I can to help you become a homeowner and build equity as fast as you can, because ultimately the goal is home ownership that's debt-free, that'll allow you to have security and comfort in your retirement years.